Hello everybody, this is Arslan Manzoor here to do a cell phone review. Actually, it's not just a cell phone review, it is also an overview of the Android system and what is routing, what is custom ROM installation, what is the Android system, how does it works, and of course I'll also give a brief review about the T-Mobile G2. This is the box. As you can see, this is the T-Mobile G2, sponsored by Google. And here's the device. Okay, now before we start off, I would like you to know that this phone, the T-Mobile G2, is also known as HTC Desire Z. They both are the same things, exactly the same, except for one difference. That is that the HTC Desire Z has the HTC Sense, and the T-Mobile G2 doesn't have the HTC Sense. Now, for me, being a power user, I would like to recommend that. Well, for me, I won't like HTC Sense for myself because I'm feeling a lot easier using this system. It has everything, I think even more than HTC Sense. Though I've used the HTC Sense on Desire, but I don't think this one needs it because it's running fine. And it is, as you can see, a lighter system. You cannot see this, sorry. Actually, the thing is that the stock ROM or the stock ROM or any Android ROM without the Sense is not more than usually not more than 100 MB, and the Sense ROM will take up to 200 plus megabytes memory. Okay, to give you a quick review on this device of what this can do, it has a 800 megahertz processor. Well, do not be fooled by the 800 megahertz processor because it's more than what your 1 gigahertz can do. Yes, it is an extremely fast processor, and the good thing about it is that in an Android phone you can overclock. Well, not just in an Android phone, I've done it in Nokia N900 too, but just to let you know, this can be overclocked up to 2 gigahertz. Now imagine 2 gigahertz. That's normally used in PCs in Pakistan. So before I start the review and start briefing you and telling you stuff, I'd like you to know that I'm doing this mainly for the Pakistani users, the Pakistani users, because everybody thinks Apple is everything. Well, I have an Apple iPhone 4, which I do not use, so I gave it to my mom. But it doesn't matter anyway though, because I think I can prove that this device is a lot more better than an iPhone 4. Now, to let you know, 3 months back, the price of this T-Mobile G2, aka Desire Z, aka HTC Vision, was 74,000. But after the 3 months of waiting, I found it to be lowered up to 38,000 rupees. See, it's that cheap. iPhone 4 is 72,000 rupees, and now this phone is almost half the price. So, okay. Now this phone has an 800 megahertz processor by default. It uses the 2.2 Android Froyo stock ROM, and it has a 5 megapixel camera, 720p high definition recording, and another feature of it is that it is one of the few Android phones of HTC which has a hinge keyboard. See how great it is, the hinge keyboard, as you can see. Here's the power button. Here's the headphone jack. It has a 1300 milliamp battery, which is of course too less for me. Now here's the SIM, here's the battery. Okay, just to let you know that this device weighs a brick, man. Yeah, it is heavy because mainly because of the metal back and this heavy keyboard. Maybe that's the reason. Look at the hinge. This was named HTC Desire Z. I saw a review on YouTube and they said it is mainly because of this hinge up there. It makes a Z shape. See? Okay. So it comes with Android 2.2 Froyo, as I told you. And what else? Yep. I've also ordered a Mugen Power battery. It's made in China. It's a 1800 milliamp battery, and basically my usage is a lot more than what a 13 milliamp battery can do. It gives me up to maximum of 12 hours of continuous usage, and then it discharges up to 0. So what I'm gonna do is that I'll try looking for the 1800 milliamp battery, and the good part about it is it's the same shape. Okay. One more thing. This is not an SLC. This is not an LCD screen. It's not an AMOLED screen. It's the SLCD screen. It is better than the LCD, and it's a little bit lower, well, a lot lower in quality than the AMOLED screen, which comes on HTC Desire and as well as other Samsung phones. Okay, let's start it up. Start up the device. And here I've opened it. This is a sliding tab which I use. Okay, just to let you know, the system which I'm running on this is actually not 2.2. The best part about this is I've rooted my phone. I've rooted my HTC Desire, I should say T-Mobile G2. I've rooted it, and what I've done with it is that after rooting, I've installed a custom ROM on it. And the custom ROM on it, I usually try a lot of ROMs. I mess a lot with my phone, always into recovery, backing up, then wipe cache, wipe Delaware cache, and then wipe data, installing new ROMs, testing out everything. But CyanogenMod basically is a very nice ROM. ROM is basically an other operating system you can use as a replacement, because it has more features, more stuff which it can do. And currently I'm using the 2.3 Gingerbread. Let me clear up the notifications. And 2.3 Gingerbread, 2.3.3, sorry, yeah, the latest Gingerbread. And it is made for especially this phone. Obviously you cannot use another ROM on this system. Okay, the launcher which I'm using right now is Launcher Pro. Not a very big fan of it, but just to, and we can pinch like this, then go on our desired screen. Okay, one of the drawbacks of this phone, like I told you, is the battery. Well, if you're gonna buy it, I'm sure you're not gonna have a battery issue, because you won't be having as much as usage as me. Like 25 applications are always running in the background, and it always has this 3G the net Edge GPRS always enabled, and Gmail notifications, Yahoo, Hotmail notifications, Facebook notifications, everything is turned on. One of the coolest things about these phones HTC make, the Android phones, is that they come with Google applications. Google applications are highly useful, very useful. There's a voice search. I'll show you the voice search. Press it. HTC Google Nexus. Now look, it'll go to the Google search. Well, sorry for the inconvenience. Actually, Uphone internet is really slow as compared to Wi-Fi. I should have showed this photo on this review on a Wi-Fi. Look at this. It got it. HTC Google Nexus. See? Now that's what makes it awesome. Google applications. Google. Okay, this is the back key, this is the search key. This is the search key, this is my app drawer. Check this out. This is the app drawer. Okay, one more thing. This phone can do a lot more than I know, a lot more than an iPhone user knows. A hell lot of stuff. There are widgets. Look at the screens. Look at the home screens. I'm using Twika instead of Twitter for Android because it's better, and Launcher Pro gives us advantage that it has its own widgets. Launcher Pro is basically something which, for example, launcher in a phone such as Android is something just like start in a Windows. Whenever you start a PC, you go to start to do start of everything. So this is the launcher, it starts up everything. And there are many applications now in the Android database, and there are many applications in the Android database. And one more thing, these Android phones, for example, maps. I go to map. No, it is highly useful. This is the notification bar for the you see, this is the notification bar. Every sort of notifications, anything, all the notifications will come up in this area, and you can do like this. Okay, one of the main advantages to use a custom ROM. Check this out. This can be used like this, can be used like this, and even this. Now for people who want to type better, check this out. A Gmail notification, instantly when a person messages me, it gives me the notification. I'm not using the stock app, for messages. I'm using GoSMS. If you'll browse the world of Android applications, there are extremely a lot of customization you can do with it. So if a person wants to type, he's easier, reaching the keys like this. Oops, sorry. Yeah, true. Okay. One of the coolest thing about it was maps, and it has a navigation system inbuilt. A stock ROM would always come with a navigation system. Now I wanna search for something in my area. I'm in a place, and I wanna go to some restaurant because I'll be hungry. I'll go to the restaurant. So now check this out. I'm right now in Karachi, Pakistan. So for example, I want to go to KFC. I press KFC. Now I don't know where it is. I'm telling it to give me the driving directions. Now it's gonna give me all the driving directions. Just wait for it. You see, it'll tell me, check it out for yourself. Now, for example, it even showed you the time, how much it's gonna take, and how far is it. Through driving, this is an approximate, you can say, approximate duration, how you're gonna reach it. And for example, I'm getting confused. I don't want these written directions. I just want a map. Now check this out. The coolest thing about this is not only it will show you the map, but as far, you see this pointer blinking, this pointer here, this is gonna move just as your car moves. It's gonna start moving until you reach the place. Now that's what makes it awesome. You can just press the back key again and again, or you can just go to. And other thing, memo OS and the Android OS are the two operating systems on cell phones I know which can sync your Skype, Facebook, MySpace, Google, email, all sort of contacts into one. For example, I have my friend. These are my contacts. For example, I want to know everything about. It will show me its call, its email, chat, nickname, Twitter profile, chat with Skype. I haven't merged his Facebook profile yet, but that also works. Or I can just press on his name, and it will show me all the options. Directly from here, I can go to his Twitter. Check this out. Sorry for saying check it out. Again and again. I'm bugging you. See? Stop making noises. And now Google applications are even awesome because the Gmail cannot only just send you emails, but it can also back up your SMS. It can also back up your contacts, so whenever you want to synchronize them with any sort of device that supports Google, it will synchronize your contacts. Now check out these widgets. Look at these widgets. I have a battery doctor. It even shows me the battery usage. Then Maps has taken this much of battery. SMS backup and restore. This is one of the features I love to keep my messages with me, and so it backs up on a scheduled time and it restores whenever I want. For example, I'm changing a new ROM, it's gonna restore everything. And Android phones, like now this barcode scanner. So this is a phone and I want to scan its barcode and know what this thing is. Wait a minute. Okay. Now it has shown me all the results of the respective barcode. Now that's what makes it awesome. Okay, just to let you know, this is the world's first 4.5G phone. First 4.5G phone. T-Mobile specially chose this phone as it can transfer a blazing fast browsing speed and can transmit their data in the most efficient way. Now, just like the Apple has the iTunes Store, this phone, Androids basically have the market. Stop shaking the camera. See? Typing on it is really fun. I'm more effective with I'm more efficient in typing on a touch, except for this key. Other than this keyboard, this keyboard is also cool. I use it sometimes, but not mostly. The cool now, no matter how far the technology goes, now HTC Sensation is coming with a Sense 3.0. I can run Sense 3.0 on it. In my next video, I'll show you how I'm gonna install a custom ROM on it, and I'm gonna change the operating system. It will be Android, but it will be a different version, something different. So no matter how old this phone gets, it will always be able to catch up to things coming up for at least a year or so. We can run it. It came on Android 2.0. It came with Android 2.2, and I switched and I root the phone. And after rooting it, it is a temporary root, not a permanent root. And I rooted it. And after that, I installed the custom ROM of CyanogenMod. CyanogenMod are the most reliable in making ROMs. Now, tell me yourself honestly, giving the comments, that is there anything iPhone 4 is doing and this phone is not doing? Well, somebody's gonna foolishly tell me that phone has a double camera. Hell with the double camera. I don't need a double camera right now. This is the word clock. Just to give you an overview of some applications I have. Now check out what stuff you can do on it. Adobe Reader, well, everybody has it. There's this camera. It is in the HD mode. The drawbacks of the phone. Okay, that's an important issue. The drawbacks of this phone. One drawback is that it doesn't have a good mic. It records the videos and recordings in AMR format, which sucks. But it's okay, it's bearable. And another, as it's not a media phone, so maybe that's why it's not designed for it. You know, there's some monopoly, there's some politics in marketing too, and obviously they won't put everything good in just one phone, otherwise their other phones won't sell. So another drawback is the speaker. It only has one speaker and the quality sucks, pretty much sucks. Overall, it's a very nice phone. I mean, the T-Mobile G2 has everything I need, and hopefully I promise it has everything you need. We have a dictionary just like in any other phone, applications, you know, a sound recorder, Google Translate, YouTube downloader, and just like the iPhone, it doesn't have a file manager, so I installed the file manager. Now, for example, I've installed so many applications on it, and I'm installing a new ROM. I want to install a custom ROM on it. Change the ROM. I want to change the ROM, and I don't want to lose my applications. So this application is the best for it. The Titanium Backup. Now I go to Titanium Backup. Zoom out. Yeah. Now from here I can back up all my applications on the memory card, and after I change the ROM, it's gonna again reinstall those applications just like that. It's gonna reinstall all those applications. Now look at for example look at Twitter. It's a Twitter client, and look at the options, what I can do with the tweet. Reply to selected user, code and reply, code selected tweet, retweet. It will go to the usernames, it'll open the link, color label, and a hell lot of more stuff. More than any iPhone app has ever came up with anything. And the best part about it is I love the navigation system. I never get lost because of that. You can download torrents. There isn't anything that you can do on the iPhone 4 and you cannot do it here, except for the Skype video calling, which obviously iPhone 4 has a double camera and this one has a single one, so it's not gonna let you view both the people who are talking. Contacts to SIM. You know, if I had the Wi-Fi, I would even show you what a lot more stuff it can do. For now, this was just, well, so-called brief review of the Android system, where Android system is a little bit about the phone. Oh, by the way, I love the lock screen, just like a TV. Okay, thank you very much. Catch me for my next video. This is Arslan, and this is the end of the so-called brief review of the T-Mobile G2 and the Android system. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.